Hey everyone, welcome to Graphing Absolute Value Functions, the Practice Solutions. Our first question says we want to graph y is equal to the absolute value of x minus 2 plus 1. As you can see on the side where the steps are, the first thing we want to do is input absolute value function into the graphing calculator. Make sure you're pressing the y equal function first. Once we do that, to get the absolute value, we're going to press math, right arrow, and enter. Once you input your equation into the calculator, you're going to inspect the graph and the table views. Right here, I have provided with you the table. With this table, we're going to be plotting 3 points: the vertex, a point on the left of the vertex, and a point to the right of the vertex. By looking at our table, we want to identify the vertex. How do we do that? If we look at our y values, the vertex is where the turning point is going to be. Remember, absolute value is in the shape of a V. So there's a turning point. How do we know where it is? You'll start to see the numbers repeat again. So if you notice, it's a 2 here, then a 2 here. Then it goes 3, 3. So in this case, 2, 1 is our vertex. So I'm going to plot 2, 1. So we're over 2, and then we're up 1. From there, we want to plot a point to the left, and we want to plot a point to the right. It does not matter which point you choose as long as it can fit on the graph. So I'm going to do -2, 5, 1, 2. That's my point to the left. And then to the right, I'm going to do 4, 3. Okay, now from there, we want to draw the rays from the vertex through those 2 points. So your first image should look like this. Our second question says y is equal to the negative absolute value of x minus 1. Same steps, we want to plug it into our y equal. And then here is our table. Same thing again, we want to plot 3 points, the vertex, a point to the left, and a point to the right of the vertex. What do you think the vertex will be in this particular problem? 1, 0. As you could see, the values to the top of that are repeating in the same manner as it is to the bottom. So our vertex in this case is 1, 0. From here, I'm going to pick a point to the left, and I'm going to say -1, -2. And then to my right, I'm going to say 2, -1. From here, we draw the rays from the vertex through the 2 points. So your image should look like this. Our last question says on the set of the axes below, we want to graph y is equal to 3 times the absolute value of x. And then we have an interval in this case from -3 to +3. So remember, once we see an interval, it tells us that we have boundaries. So we are only going to be plotting for my x values starting at -3 and ending at +3. But don't worry, the steps are all the same except for our last step. So here's our table. So I want to plot my vertex. In this case, my vertex is 0, 0. To make things a little bit easier, I'm just going to plot my 2 endpoints so I know where to stop. So at -3, my y value is 9. And at +3, my y value is also 9. So this is where my endpoints are. We will not be drawing arrows on the ends of our line. So in this case, our image should look like this. I hope this has been helpful to you. Please remember that all your work is due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Take care. Bye.